Hello, everyone. Thank you for your time on our YouTube channel. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, and sharing with your loved ones. You are truly supporting us. We greatly appreciate your support. Recently, we've seen how to conjugate verbs in simple present based on their ending, like those verbs ending in y, y preceded with a consonant, we change y into ie plus s, or the verbs ending with y but preceded by vowel, we don't change anything. I mean, on the third person singular, we just add s. We've seen like those verbs ending in the sh or ch and so forth. For the third singular person, we add es and so forth. But that's one, just being able to conjugate the verbs, that's one skill. But also knowing when should I use this present tense. What do I like when I want to express this and that? Which tense do I use? So today we're going to see scenarios or situations where you would need to use simple present tense, where you express your ideas, your thoughts, and so forth. So you can see our our title today is today's title is mastering usage of simple present tense. That is the title of today. Now, understanding when and how to use simple present tense. This is our today's talk, our learning topic. So we have expressing general truths or facts. We use simple present tense when we are expressing general truths. Like one would wonder, what is a general truth or what is a general fact? Like general truths, those are facts and universal truths that are always valid. It's something none has a different page or a different understanding. It's a reality. That's how everyone knows it. So those are general truths or general facts. So when we are expressing those things, we use simple present tense. Like this is one scenario where one would need to use simple present tense. You see, the first example is talking about where the sun rises from. The sun rises in the east. This is very, very common. None is going to tell you a different story. That means since it's something common, like varied every time, when you want to talk about it, you use simple present tense. Another reality is water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. Everyone knows this. And any measurement that you would bring when the water boiled at a very high level, it will be 100 degrees Celsius. So this means it's a general truth, it's a fact, and when you want to express it, you will always need to use simple present tense. You can see birds fly in the sky. Of course they do. None will say that they don't. It's true that birds fly in the sky. Everyone knows. Since we're talking about this reality, this universal truth, while expressing it, you are mandated or required to use simple present tense. To geographers, we all know that the earth revolves around the sun, and this is something it does. Everyone knows. None can say no. None can like defeat this. This means it's a general truth or a general fact. That's why while expressing it, we have to use simple present tense. You can see just here. We also like ice melts in warm temperatures. You know, when you have ice and there is a warm temperature, it will absolutely melt, it will disappear, to become water. That is melting. So since it's a general truth, none is going to say no. While expressing it, we use simple present tense. I hope you can build some examples of sentences in simple present tense expressing general truths. Like you can talk about the capital cities of your country, you can talk about the highest mountains in your region, in your country, the biggest lake, the longest rivers, and so forth. Those general truths. But I have seen to most of my students struggling to separate general truths with opinions, like saying our president is the best. That is not a general truth. Of course, maybe your president is a good leader, but we have no measurement showing the best leader. So that's not a general truth. You can say that's an opinion. This is something none can defute. Everyone knows it's true. None is going to dispute saying, Everest is not the highest mountain in the world. It is, and everyone knows. We can come with measurements and you tell the reality. Those are examples of things you can talk about when you would like to distinguish general truths with some other sorts of expressions. Now we have describing habitual actions or routines. Routines, these are things that you do regularly on a regular basis, maybe repetitively. Use the simple present to talk about regular or repeated activities, habits that happen over time. We have some examples. She drinks coffee every morning. We're talking about a lady or a woman who is taking coffee every morning. It's a routine. It's happening regularly. Every morning she's taking tea. She takes tea. Or she drinks, I mean coffee. We have coffee. I like tea. That's why it's coming so unwillingly. But the sentence is talking about coffee. We go to school from Monday to Friday. Back to school days, maybe high school or primary, going to school Monday to Friday. That was a habit, routine. And let's say we are still doing it. So it's our habit or our routine to go to school from Monday to Friday. See your young sisters, your daughters and sons, your brothers, and so forth. He always takes a shower at night. Some people like taking showers at night, others like it in the morning. Yes, like something you do on a regular basis, like something repetitively, doing something repetitively. That is a routine or that is habitual actions. They play football on weekends. Maybe they are always busy with work, but on the weekends, they are engaging in sports. Like Gilbert plays guitar in the weekends, for instance, but I do it so often I don't know what could be like the repetitiveness. I brush my teeth twice a day. Maybe someone is brushing their teeth twice a day and he's trying to express how often he does so. That will be I brush my teeth twice a day. I think you can see some examples where you normally express that you do something regularly, maybe weekly, yearly, monthly, daily, every Tuesday. All those sentences are routines and habitual actions. So they should be expressed in simple present tense. Do you find this clear and understandable? Would you come up with examples in the comment section? Please do. The next thing is giving instructions or directions. Just telling people how to do or what to do. The simple present is commonly used when giving instructions, directions, or recipes in a direct and clear term. Like when you're telling people do this, do that, you are just using simple present tense. Maybe you used to be doing it without being like aware of what you're doing, but you normally give instructions using simple present tense. Like you have examples: 10 left at Delphic light. You're telling someone where they will turn. Like it's not asking them, you giving them a direction. Open your box to page 10. Let's say you're a teacher and you are directing, like instructing your kids, your students, to open books on a certain page. Mix the flour with sugar, like to make porridge. I like porridge. Mix flour with sugar. You're trying to instruct someone how to make porridge, for instance. Then you tell them mix this and that. Press the red button to start. I think you can just see it's giving instructions and it's being done in simple present tense. You see, like let's say you visited a doctor, he gave you some medicines or pills, and he's telling you take 2 pills after meals. Like after eating, you should be taking 2 pills. Now we can go to the next usage, which is expressing fixed arrangements or scheduled events. Like, although it refers to future time, the simple present is used for timetables and schedules, or for instance, public transport events and so forth. Like talking about scheduled or scheduled events, knowing that for British we say scheduled, for American scheduled. So, talking about scheduled activities, like you have scheduled to do something, to go somewhere, to visit some people, or something is regularly scheduled to happen at this time, maybe a truck leaving at this time, maybe work starting at this time. That is a fixed arrangement or scheduled event. You see an example: the train leaves at 6 p.m. That means it always leaves at this time. The exam starts at 9 a.m. tomorrow. You're trying to tell someone that it's fixed to start tomorrow. It's been scheduled to start tomorrow at 9 a.m. The shop opens at 6 o'clock. Maybe you're telling people when they should be coming to shop, to buy from the shop. Then you tell them the time it's opening regularly, a fixed arrangement. Our flight departs at noon. The meeting begins after lunch. These are scheduled events. Like someone is asking, when do we have the meeting? Then you tell them, oh, so don't worry, the meeting begins after lunch. You're trying to tell them that it will start after lunch. You see, scheduled events. That's when it's scheduled or scheduled. I hope you can come up with some examples talking about uh, fixed arrangements or scheduled events, and being informed that you will need to use simple present tense in your real life when you are expressing these kinds of information to different people for different purposes. We now have expressing feelings, thoughts, or states. You remember somewhere I said our president is the best, for instance. That is a thought. When you are expressing thoughts around things, you just do it in simple present tense. We use the simple present for non-action verbs, stative verbs. These stative verbs show how something is or how someone feels, not about actions. That describe emotions, opinions, senses, or mental states. I love chocolate. You can see I love chocolate. Chocolate is in simple present. You cannot say I am loving. Some people do such mistakes. I am loving this, or I'm loving someone, or I am liking this. That's a mistake. You will always need to express that in simple present tense. He believes in hard work. That is maybe an opinion about someone. You think they believe in hard work. Based on how you see them behaving towards work, then you say, this person believes in hard work. She knows the answer. This is a state. You are trying to say that mental state. She knows the answer to a certain question. You can see it's in simple present with an S on she, the third person singular. We prefer tea over coffee. Tea is now here. I like you trying to say that tea is much more preferred than coffee to a group of people with you, including you. They understand the rules. This is again like mental state. You're trying to say that people understand certain rules, and you can simply see that it's in simple present tense. Can you come up with some examples in simple present tense expressing thoughts, expressing feelings or states? I am happy. She's an angry person. Maybe we like mangoes. You're trying to talk about your feelings about something. Mhm. Now, this is the last but not least usage of simple present tense, a very important and useful usage. Newspaper headlines or commentaries. Like in journalistic writing or live commentaries, the simple present is used for immediacy and dramatic effect. Like you just want to hook people. You want people to see the title and directly come and read, and it will always be written in simple present tense, even if it's talking about something that has taken place maybe past 2 weeks, for instance. But you will just express that in simple present tense to hook people. You see, president addresses the nation. Maybe he did it yesterday or some other time past, but when I want to make maybe a place about it, like an article, something, a newspaper out, I will just say president addresses the nation. Team wins the championship. Fire destroys factory. Maybe there was fire outbreak and a factory was destroyed. But I put it in a simple present tense for someone to see it as a live information and want to know more. Government announces new policy. You can talk about this maybe 2 days after it was announced, but we still need to give it a title in simple present tense to make it live. City opens new park. I still believe that you find this durable, easy, and understandable. You knew how to conjugate different verbs in simple present tense, but I didn't know maybe when should I use simple present tense. And that's what this video is serving you. You're now going to be familiar with expressing yourself fluently, correctly, using simple present tense. Keep tuning in because we are going to have a lot of more tutorials out, and I again encourage everyone who hasn't subscribed yet to do it. Please do like our videos, share them with your loved ones, you give us some comments, use the skills we are learning to to practice. This is a community where you can learn and practice. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comment section. We are here to reply, to help you figure out something you haven't figured yet. Feel free to share with your loved ones. Do you have any topic that you find challenging and you would like to get some support? Please add that in the comment section. We can arrange ways to talk about it in the near future. Thank you for your time. Keep enjoying the learning.